Welcome to the Independencia power plant. It is located at 2800 Jujuy Street in the city of San Miguel de Tucumán, and it belongs to Generación Mediterránea S.A. of Grupo Albanesi. This power plant has 4 turbo groups, 2 of 60 megawatts of brand Pratt & Whitney of the aeroderivatives turbines type, and 2 turbo groups of 50 megawatts of powers of Siemens brand of the heavy-duty type. It also has gas fuel feeding system, liquid fuel feeding system, water treatment plant, operation control room, mechanical and electrical maintenance workshops, offices and security guard posts. This plant also has an automatic external defibrillator and firefighter equipment. Personal protection items: helmet, eye protection, work clothes, safety shoes. Helmets provide protection against sharp objects or against shock impact. Use it with the visor forward. Remember, it is forbidden to use hats under the helmet. A helmet's lifespan depends on the state of it, a maximum of 5 years. Safety glasses should be used at all times. They protect the user from dust, UV rays, and other particles. For certain tasks, the use of face protector and gloves is mandatory. Gloves for electrical use, gloves for mechanical use, and gloves for chemical use. The staff wearing prescription glasses must have overglasses. Sunglasses are not safety glasses. Steel-toe safety shoes are mandatory for all staff circulating through the plant. In case of developing tasks in places where there is mud or water, you must wear steel-toe safety boots. For electrical areas, the footwear must be dielectrical. It is mandatory for all outsourced staff to wear reflective vests during the plant construction stages. Personal protection items must be normalized and approved by IRAM policies, and they are mandatory for all staff entering the plant. Equipment, machines, and vehicles. Besides the valid equipment, vehicle and conductor documentation, you must keep in mind the following. The maximum speed inside the plant is 10 km per hour. Circulate with lights on. Do not use electronic devices, and remember that pedestrians have priority. Waste disposal. Grupo Albanesi's waste disposal is divided into 2 categories: assimilable urban waste, hazardous industrial waste. Assimilable urban waste are organic waste, recycling paper, cardboard, plastic, metals, and glass. Hazardous industrial waste, such as material impregnated with hydrocarbons, paints, batteries, etc. All waste on the plant is properly labeled with the corresponding category. For the task that must be executed at a height higher than 1.80 meters, the use of a safety harness anchored in a fixed point is mandatory. Only the plant hygiene and safety manager can authorize the assembly and disassembly of scaffolding and shelving. Confined spaces. A confined space is one that has limited entry and exit openings. It also provides unfavorable natural ventilation, which allows for accumulation of toxic or flammable contaminants. Electric risk. Electrical risk is one of the potential risks within the plant. The minimum safety distance is 1.50 meters to 132 kilovolts. Please respect this distance. For tasks that require the use of lifting equipment next to the high voltage lines, a special work permit must be requested in the control room. Power transformers. The plant has operating power transformers. Please respect the safety signals. Access to them is restricted. CCM medium voltage cell. If you have to enter these spaces to perform any task, you must be previously authorized by the control room through a work permit of these areas have low and medium voltage. Contact accidents can be deadly. If you have to enter these spaces risk evaluations must be done in all areas. It is important for staff to know the dangers and risks to which they are exposed. The work security analysis is a tool to define jobs and tasks, to identify risks and create procedures to eliminate or minimize them. Work permit. The making of a work permit form is mandatory for all tasks, risky or not, executed inside the plant. When it is necessary to develop tasks within an operative area or to intervene in a service equipment on the plant, a permit must be requested to the control room. It will be made according to the received capacity to be handed to the operations staff for further approval. For high works tasks, confined spaces, heat and excavations, you must request a special risk work permit from Hygiene and Security. Emergencies. Possible emergencies are spillage or release of hazardous chemicals, electric boards short circuits, liquid fuel and oil spillage, natural gas leak on the ground and supply pipeline, fire, explosion of equipment subjected to pressure, high voltage conductors collapse, natural disasters. In case of any of these emergencies, you must warn the shift manager and head to the reunion post located on the guard post. In case of an emergency, all these actions must be supervised and led by the shift manager from the control room. Your staff in charge is highly instructed and trained in practice drills. We remind you that it is not allowed to smoke in any of the plant installations. We thank you for your attention, and we welcome you once more to Independencia Power Plant.